Green light and go, and we go racing then here for the Electro Rallycross final. Dave Halford gets a really good start from the outside of the front row of the grid and gets the whole shot into the first corner, but Dom Flitney's going to try and challenge, locking up on the brakes into the first turn, but it's Halford with the whole shot then into Chesson's Drift, and out of it they come now. Into second place goes Dominic Flitney, and then it's going to be third position for the number 80, who holds on to that final podium place of Charlie Fraser. Rob Gibson into fourth position, and then it's Dan Welch at the back of the field, who's really going to be trying to get his elbows out and get his way further up the field. No joker lap in the Electro Rallycross series, so these guys have got to do all their passing on track. Dan Welch got a bit of work cut out then, because he's got 4 of these Fiat 500Es ahead of him, and the leaders are getting closer as they come down Hairy Hill into Paddock Bend. Halford and Flitney running as one, as we've seen throughout the day, really. So going through the final bend and over the timing line to complete the first lap of the Electro Rallycross final then. Dan Welch getting really close onto the back of Rob Gibson coming through the chicane. Meanwhile, Charlie Fraser also getting very close onto the back of Dominic Flitney through Chessons. Not able to find his way through there at the moment. It's still Dave Halford that leads the way then, coming out of Chessons Drift, down the Dover slope and in towards the Devil's Elbow. So let's see whether any moves are going to be made. Pretty static at the front as it stands at the moment. Rob Gibson there, we're used to seeing him in his Metro 6R4. A bit of a change of pace, charging up for Electro Rallycross as the drivers charge to the top of the hill then. Dan Welch really looking to try and find his way past Rob Gibson before too long. Let's see whether he is going to be able to do so. Very close indeed as they go side by side, coming down Hairy Hill. Dave Halford there on the defensive as well, side by side in the background as well, with Dan Welch trying to find his way through on Robert Gibson. They're running nose to tail as they come through the chicane, and they're side by side for fourth position, as we can see from our commentary position that Dan Welch has got himself through into fourth ahead of Rob Gibson. Good move by Dan Welch that. He said he wasn't used to driving on the rough stuff, the loose. He didn't really like it too much, but he's finding his feet very quickly indeed. That was a good neat move on a Rallycross legend through one of the fastest bends in all of Rallycross at the bottom of Hairy Hill. But Dave Halford on his first outing in the Fiat 500Es, he swapped his Audi Quattro for the Fiat 500. He's checking his mirrors on the rise up into North Bend Hairpin, and he'd be pleased to see that Charlie Fraser is pressurising Dom Flitney and keeping the second place man occupied. Yeah, Charlie Fraser has been really impressive over the course of today. Finished fourth in the final in round 1 on Saturday here at Lydden Hill, but doing a very good job in third position as it stands there so far. So it's Dave Halford who is still leading from the front. Over the bumps they go and over the chicane. We're already on the penultimate lap here of the Electro Rallycross series, and Fraser certainly looking a little bit more menacing compared to Dom Flitney, who's just not had enough to mount a serious challenge on the race leader of Dave Halford. But Halford doesn't get such a good run through Chessons. Is that going to allow an opportunity here for Dom Flitney to try and find his way through? Very close indeed as they come through the left-hander of the Devil's Elbow. No opportunity presenting itself there thus far, and Fraser looking for the outside line to try and get a good run up the hill as they come in towards the North Bend. You're really close between all 5 cars. Flitney in that sandwich for second place. We're on the penultimate tour. We have 1.5 laps left to run of Lydden Hill, and the round 1 winner Dan Welch just isn't really featuring because Dave Halford and Flitney continue to argue over top spot. Really is anyone's guess who will claim top spot as that road car suspension gets a big whack. Sorry to interrupt there, Dan. Halford was really wide through that final corner. Look though at Dan Welch, who's got himself ahead of Charlie Fraser at the start of the final lap then. So it's Welch now through into third position, so he hasn't been featuring too much, but right when it matters he comes good as Fraser is out well wide onto the rough stuff. That's going to cost him momentum and potentially a position there to Rob Gibson, who slides alongside. They go side by side down the Dover slope, and it is Gibson who is now ahead as they go into the braking zone. Halford still leads the way, very wide indeed there for Rob Gibson on the outside as he goes side by side still with Charlie Fraser up the top of the hill. It's going to be Gibson with track position and with the inside line for fourth place. The number 70, the old hand at Rallycross, is now through into fourth place. So good driving there for Rob Gibson. Down the bottom of the hill though, it's all going on for the race lead, with Dave Halford having to really check his mirrors coming through into the final series of corners we go then. It's going to be Dave Halford who leads from the front to take the checkered flag in the Electro Rallycross series. Dom Flitney comes home in second, just by the skin of his teeth, ahead of Dan Welch in third position.